Welcome back to Boosters and Brews. It's your boy Dan here checking in with you. Today we're going to open up the newest set from Magic the Gathering, Marvel Superheroes, which right now, today, we are right in the middle of pre-release weekend. And we're going to be opening up a draft night box. So that's going to be 12 play boosters and a collector booster. And we will be doing something a little special. I want to showcase Marvel Superheroes, the comic book series that started in 1966, I believe. These are going to be some comics from the Silver Age. So these are essentially some of the first reprints of Golden Age comics. You can see on the cover here, they showcase Daredevil #1, Avengers #2, so on and so forth. This is essentially the first king size special, which I believe is essentially going to be like an annual. So we'll flip through a couple pages together, kind of just enjoy the source material, and just have a little fun enjoying the new set together. I think it's a really great set. Full right out the gate. I spent a little time looking up some of the cards ahead of time. So there are some great cards for deck building for Commander. I imagine it's got a lot of great ingredients for a successful draft night, or for limited and things like that. So altogether, it seems like a pretty fun set. But that being said, let's go ahead and jump right on in. We're gonna get this out of the way here. Again, this is the draft night box that we opened all this from. It's kind of hard to see all of it there, but it's got Dr. Doom in the front. But yeah, cool packaging, fun stuff. All right, let's get this collector pack out of the way, right there. And yeah, let's jump right in. We're gonna pull this girl here out. Over here we got Superheroes Play Booster. But yeah, I'm really excited for this set. I know this set has faced a lot of well-deserved criticism. It's not just from the set alone, but of course, Wizards of the Coast has been cramming more Universes Beyond down everyone's throat, which is a discussion in its own. But I will say that Marvel Superheroes does hold a near and dear spot close to my heart. I grew up watching a lot of the Marvel characters cartoons, Saturday morning cartoons in the late 80s, early 90s. A lot of Spider-Man, a lot of X-Men, other stuff as well. But here we go. Project Deathlock Soldier. Nice. Got Deathlock. Brave Brawler. Ninja of the Hand. Atlantis Attacks. Vision of Love. Rapid Rescue. Machinesmith Automation. Villainius Hideout. Tigra Feline Fury. Speed Young Avenger. Super Scroll. Yo, sick. That's literally one of the cards I'm looking for. Secret Invasion. Okay. Mockingbird Ace Agent in foil. And a full art forest and a wall token. Yeah, this dude, Super Scroll, I believe he's 5 colors, yeah? So I was thinking of trying to make some kind of 5-color commander deck with this dude. So this is perfect. We got him right away. We're going to see what else we can support him with. But yeah, I definitely want to build a deck with this set. There's so many legendary creatures in this set that it's just... that's one reason why I was like, you know what? I think this set is really worth picking up. It's probably, a good idea not to skip on this one. There's going to be so many legendary creatures. There's going to be so much, deck tech to put together for, in Commander. I think there's going to be a lot of cards in this set that you're just not going to, what's the word? You're definitely going to run into a lot of these cards if you're playing Commander with a lot of your buddies at your LGS. So yeah, it's going to be a good set. I recommend picking some up, even if it's just, a few boosters or whatever. Widow's Bite, Raft Security Officer, Hydra Infiltration, Hulk Smash, Savage Land Dinosaur, Futurist Forge, Surveillance Room, Colleen, Wings, Secret Samurai, Reptile, Dinomorpher. Okay, Ant-Man, Colony Commander, Death to Our Enemies, Winter Soldier, Icy Assassin. Okay, Echo, Perceptive Prodigy. This actually is a good card too. Stoked I got that. And a Forest and a blank card there. Nice. We're already grabbing some cards that I've been looking for, so that's pretty cool. Those Super Scroll and Echo are both on my list. Here we go. Got a little Wolverine pack here for you. There's a token on the back there. All right. Roxanne Brutes, Brave Brawler, Unliving Legionnaire, Wakandan Royal Guard, Gorilla, Lightning Strike, Vibranium Energy Daggers. Those are supposed to be pretty good. Iron Lad, Diverging Destiny. I think that's pretty good too. Hulk Gamma Goliath. Nice. Crossbones, Malicious Mercenary, Gathering Place, The Wondrous Wasp, Red Room Recruit, Avengers Hangar, and Hero. Okay, set those there. And I'll grab this one over here. Another Wolverine pack here. But yeah, let us know in the comments if you guys, what you think about the set. If you've already experienced your draft night. Today's Saturday, so some of you may have already gone to your local game store and participated in a draft night there. Let us know what your pools were, what your experience was like. Definitely comment down below. And before I forget, do like, comment, and subscribe, and share the channel. It does help us out a lot. We just passed our goal of 50 subs, so we're able to start doing some live videos. So hopefully we start getting some live stuff out to you soon. We do appreciate all the support. And yeah, let's just get back to it. AIM Scientists, Hour of Defeat, Helicarrier Strike, Hire a Crew, Pet Avengers, Depower, Hulk Smash, Hulking Burgeoning Bruiser, Hulkling, nice. Okay, that's cool. Iron Fist Living Weapon, Night Nurse Healer of Heroes, Bullseye Death Dealer, sick. That's an alternate art or borderless. Epic Fight, Loki LaFace on, okay. Loki right here in foil, pretty sick. Asgardian Citadel in foil, and a villain. Nice. Cool. Alright, I'll make a little pile of this off to the side. We'll start going through some of that in a sec, in order to just kind of see what we've pulled so far. But yeah, I've been pretty excited for this set. I picked up a good amount personally. Got this draft box here and a couple of play booster boxes, and I did pick up a collector box, which I don't know if I'll be opening, to be honest. We'll see, depends how good you guys are on the channel. So here we go. Let's grab a few of these real quick. Let's make a little room, and let's open this bad boy up here together. Again, this is Marvel Superheroes 1966. This is king size special number 1, and I want to say this was a standalone issue. I think they only did one of these, at least by this title. And what happened, I believe, is there's Marvel Superheroes, this one, number 1, 1966, and then they somehow, or for some reason I believe, changed the cover title to Fantasy Masterpieces numbers 1 through 11, and then picked back up as Marvel Superheroes number 12, which is the first appearance of Captain Marvel, which we'll go ahead and I think we'll thumbnail that one next time. So the next video we do together, we'll go ahead and we'll showcase that one as well, which I do have But yeah, here you can see some of the, this is the old 1960s, newspaper style comic books, no high gloss. This is actually in pretty good condition. I know if you're kind of newer into modern comics, you might look at a comic like this and think it's kind of faded, or it's not as high gloss, high resolution, if you will, compared to new stuff. But this is actually in pretty good shape. I don't know what kind of grade I would give this book, but I did pay a fair price for this book, somewhere around $50 or so, I think. I just picked this up I might have picked this up maybe in Ohio while it's on the road. But yeah, this is just great stuff right here. Again, this is essentially a reprint from this was reprinted in the 1960s, but these are reprints of books that came out in the 40s and 50s. So these were essentially your if you missed your opportunity back then to pick up some of those early copies, this was your first chance to re-experience them, or to get them on a budget. Because let's be real, Daredevil #1, I couldn't afford. You couldn't probably afford it either, unless I can't speak for all of my viewers. Maybe someone out there could afford it, but a lot of these books, these Daredevil #1, they go for tens of thousands of dollars. Same with Avengers #1, depending on the condition, as well as obviously Spider-Man #1. But you can see here the origin of Daredevil, originally presented in 1964. Daredevil #1. We'll just leave it there at the Daredevil #1 cover for you. We'll crack another pack. All right, here we go. Play booster. But yeah, if you're not into comics, it's okay. It's never too late. I will give you a fair warning if you're thinking about getting into comics. It's very important, in my experience, and I've heard this from a lot of other people, to pick what you're actually interested in and stick to it. It's very, very easy to get sideswiped by dollar bins and something that might catch your eye, but you might not end up reading it. And this stuff can take up a lot of space. It can also get pretty expensive if you're not focusing your collection. You have to really care about this stuff if you're going to pick it up. But it is really rewarding. It's a lot of fun. It's another great hobby, similar but still different to trading cards. It's, in my opinion, I describe it as an appreciation for print. So trading cards are kind of like a miniature, extremely short-lived version of what a comic book is. It's amazingly put together, produced quality print material that you're able to enjoy aesthetically, and hopefully enjoy with friends. The great thing about comics is you don't need friends to enjoy it. All right, here we go. Shield Spy Kit, Trickster's Stratagem, Decoy Ploy, Restorative Technique, Hydra Assault Robot, Wakandan Royal Guard, Gorilla, Hawkeye Young Avenger, nice. I think that one's pretty good, at least as a game piece. Atuma Atlian Warlord, Killmonger Scourge of Wakanda, Red Guardian Super Soldier, Elektra Daughter of the Hand, nice. Okay. Burrow Backup in foil, and Aim Labs, and a villain. Alrighty, we'll keep moving. Another play booster here, and let me know if the light's kind of funky. I did just reset some lighting in here, so let me know if it's a little too bright, or if getting too many shadows or something like that. Anyways, here we go. Bold Biochemist, Project Deathlock Soldier, Wakandan Drone Flock, Hydra Infiltration, Serpent Specialist, Blazing Crescendo, Atlantean Cavalry, a little crab guy there, Titania Rugged Rumbler, okay, Shuri Wakandan Inventor, War Machine Legacy of Iron, She-Hulk Jade Avenger. Oh, yo, Kang the Conqueror, let's go. I'm not sure what this card is worth at the moment currently, but this card, I think you will see, at least casually, maybe, I don't know if it's CDH level stuff, but I think it could fit in some decks. I mean, you're gonna be able to use his ability to get that extra turn, which obviously is an extremely powerful ability there. White Widow Free Agent. Hey, which looks pretty cool there, huh? And a mountain, full art mountain. Nice. Well, I'm pretty stoked so far that just in these play packs I am getting some pretty good cards that are on my list. So we're definitely getting some of the stuff that we set out to get. I'll get to build a pretty cool deck with this stuff. Maybe by the next video I'll have at least a little, you know, recap, debriefing of what kind of deck I'm building. So hopefully we can do that as well. Come on, let's open up. Okie doke, here we go. Web Up, Red Room Recruit, Burrow Backup, Stark Industries Executive, Super Suit, Powerful Broker. Does that Super Suit give Indestructible? Where is it? No, still good though. Okay, Powerful Broker, Repulsor Blast, Falcon's Wing Harness, Shield Helicarrier, Swordsman Sharp Scoundrel. Yo, Mr. Fantastic, sick. That's another card I was looking for in that artwork too. Storm Wind Rider, nice, nice. And Visions of Villainy, and an island and a soldier. Man, we're getting some pretty good cards. I feel like I'm not being let down too hard on this opening so far. Let's go ahead and see what else we got here in Marvel Superheroes Special Annual #1. Got Daredevil right here, kicking some ass, doing some Daredevil things. Right, what's the next one? Still on Daredevil here. That's pretty long, oh, here we go. Here, I'm gonna scoot some of this over just to shift the pages over a bit. So here we have Submariner and the Human Torch. So let me move some of this out of the way. We gotta properly place this for the camera real quick. All right, I'm gonna shift that over just a bit. All right, here we go. Submariner and the Human Torch meet. This is originally presented in Marvel Mystery Comics #8, June 1940, guys. So see, like I was saying, there's some really old comics that, I mean, I haven't even seen, and I've dug through I've dug through some bins all across the country at this point, from LA to Florida to Chicago, Ohio, and not in New York, but you know, a lot of other places in between, in Atlanta, in Texas. Where else did we stop? Iowa, which was great for comics. Ohio, which was great for comics. If you're in those areas, you guys have some very nice stores there. I'm a little jealous. There's just some really great selection in the Midwest. Nebraska as well. We stopped in Lincoln, Nebraska, and Omaha. Yeah, you guys got some great shops there. Shout out to some of the stores we stopped at were amazing, like World's Greatest Comics. That was an amazing spot. God, where else do we stop? There's so many great shops across the Midwest, but I'll think of some more. But here we go. Submariner and the Human Torch meet. Another play booster pack here. But yeah, I do really appreciate comic books. Honestly, I started getting into them last year, around the time that Spider-Man came out, the Spider-Man set. And I'm not gonna lie, I was in the camp of I'm sick of the Universes Beyond being crammed down my throat. So I'm gonna do something else, and I started, trying to get into a different, just a different hobby that I can enjoy in the meantime, to step away from some of the saturation that was happening in TCGs. But everything's full circle, I guess. You start digging deep into the comic world, and next thing you know, you're back into trading cards. So here we go. We got some Claw, Sonic Subjugator, Killmonger, Scourge of Wakanda, Human Torch, Johnny Storm. Nice. There he is, Human Torch, guys. So what do you know? You got 1940s Submariner meeting the Human Torch, and you got the Human Torch coming out of this booster pack. Avengers Under Siege, Brave Brawl, got Daredevil right there in foil. Biren Zana Plaza in foil, and a hero token. Well, that's pretty cool. We got the Human Torch. And another play booster for you. But yeah, I do recommend, if you're not into comics, or if you already are, now's a great time to get into the hobby, or to pick up some of your favorite stuff cheap, because the comic book market has just not kind of roared back like TCGs. I know TCGs, some of the stuff's just flying. Price wise, it's been going up quite a bit, quite rapidly, which for some people might not feel like too great, because they don't have the time to acquire the cards they want for the price they want, things like that. But comic books are extremely underpriced right now. I'll say it again, extremely underpriced right now. I mean, you're finding stuff dirt cheap out there. Books that used to be $10-20 plus in the dollar bin. Even more. I've found books that are like $30 to $40 sitting in a dollar bin, because they just aren't moving. Ever since the COVID boom and bust, there's just been stuff that just it was hot, and now it's not. So like I said, if you're trying to get into the hobby, or if you're just trying to enjoy some things on a budget, comic books are a great place to go. Especially summer's coming up, you're gonna want to have something to enjoy yourself and stay cool while the summer heat is hitting. So definitely recommend picking up some comics. Visit your local comic shop, give them some support, because they need it badly. Like, TCGs are dominating the market. And I've heard there used to be something like 10,000 comic book shops, and now there's only like between 1,000 and 2,000. So, and that's across the country. So that being said, get out there, support your local comic shop, even if you don't even know if it's a hobby you're gonna stay in. Just show them some support. A lot of them sell Magic cards too. You can go in and buy Magic to support them that way. But definitely look around. There's some stuff for everyone. That's the great thing about comics. There's something for everyone. Knight of Wundagore, hire a crew, Hex Magic, yo, I think this one's pretty sick. Exile all the cards from your hand, then draw that many cards until the end of their next turn. You may play cards exiled this way. That one I feel like would be pretty damn good, especially if you don't have a maximum hand size and you draw a shitload of cards. I think that could be a really good card in some kind of combo, like in a Grixis deck. I'm thinking like in a Rog side deck. You might start seeing this card pop up. Just a fair warning. I think you might start seeing that pop up. Justice, Vance, Astrovic, Quick, Shield of Agent, Moonstone, Harsh Mistress. Okay. Taskmaster, Mercenary Mimic, Super Suit in foil, and an aim. Alrighty. Well, we're about 26 minutes in. We got 1, 2, 3 play boosters left. And a collector booster to open up. Trickster's Stratagem. Roxxon Brutes again. Marduk's Crusade. Ant-Man's Army. Hydra Assault Robot. Giant Growth. AIM Synthoids. Khazar of the Savage Land. I think he looks pretty good too. Baxter Building. Pym Particles. Kang Temporal Tyrant. Nice. Black Widow Super Spy in the logo. It's not foil, but still nice. Hour of Defeat in foil, and a full art Plains and a Leviathan. Okie doke. Set that over there. Here we go. Another play booster. Raft Security Officer. Hydra Troopers. Crowd of True Believers. Lightning Strike. Aerial Doombot. Knight of Wundagore. Ultron Drone. Sick. Hellcat Undying Vigilante. 2 mana for a 2/2 with haste. When Hellcat dies, return her to the battlefield under her owner's control with a +1/+1 counter. She loses all abilities and gains haste. Okay. Photon Blast Barrage. U.S. Agent John Walker. Nice. Stature Size Shifter. Okay. Shang-Chi, Master of Kung Fu. I think that's supposed to be a pretty good card there. Ares, God of War and foil. Subterranean Cavern and a hero. Okay. We'll set that right over there in the pile. And last play booster. So yeah, again, thanks for tuning in, guys. If you made it this far in the video, do appreciate you guys hanging out, taking the time to support the channel. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share the channel. It does help us out a lot. Still trying to grow the channel, but yeah, overall, do appreciate your time. Appreciate you guys being here, and yeah, we'll just keep on rolling. Hydra Troopers, Panther Pounce, Atlantis Attacks, Hawkeye's Bow, Hydraulic Helper, Super Strength. Nice Vibranium Energy Daggers again. Evil's Thrall, Captain Marvel, Spaceborn, Madame Mask, Agent Phil Coulson, Loki, God of Mischief, Titania, Rugged Rumbler and foil, Birin Zana Plaza, and a blank card there. Okie dokie. Alright guys, here we are. We're down to our collector booster. Before we open the collector booster, I definitely want to say a couple shout outs. I want to say thank you to our friends over at Wizards of the Coast for continuing to work hard. I know it's pretty tough to keep on cranking out quality fun games. I'm sure it's just hectic trying to keep up with the schedule for all these sets that have been coming out. keep up the good work, keep fighting the good fight. I definitely want to say thank you to our friends over at Turn Zero Games over in Koreatown, Los Angeles. That's my local LGS. I went ahead and picked up a box from them, as well as our friends over at Core TCG in Pasadena. Great shop as well. They don't have singles, but they got some great inventory and prices as well. So yeah, definitely pay a visit to those shops if you're in the LA area. And yeah, also I want to say thank you to everyone that's been part of Marvel comics throughout the years, the illustrators, the colorists, the writers. Marvel is another company that, like Wizards of the Coast and let's see, well, I mean, really, yeah, like Wizards of the Coast, they started off and went through a lot of changes over the years, different management, ownership, and there's a lot of people that have put a lot of work and poured their life and soul into creating these comic books, which have given us so much enjoyment over the years. Countless movies, TV shows, obviously comics, books, just tons of entertainment that's been handed down to us from the people that have, like I said, poured their life and soul into Marvel Comics. So again, thank you to everyone there at Marvel Comics, all the illustrators, all the colorists, all the writers, and everyone else in between. Just I do want to say a big thank you to what you all have done for the entertainment industry in general, and for pop culture, and you've really done a great job, and it shows based on how much iconography there is that's come out from comic books. We're still enjoying them, whether they're back issues or whether they are current issues. Comic books, that's it, guys. I'm not gonna say anything else, but it is really amazing and impressive what y'all have done with drawing your comics. Stolen Stark Tech, Wakandan Royal Guard, Spider-Man to the Rescue in foil, Too Evil to Stay Dead, Beast Mode, Masked Meower, Savage Lands in foil, Hulk Smash in foil, Swamp in foil, Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur in foil, Iron Monger, Sadistic Tycoon, Gathering Place, Dig Through Time, that looks pretty sick, Thunderbolt's Conspiracy, Borderless, and the Wall Token. Alright, well, that's about 33 minutes so far. We've kind of skimmed through this book together. I'll just see if there's anything else before the end for you. We'll just finish that together. This is Marvel Superheroes #1, guys. Now you've seen it. Now you know. And yeah, I thought I'd do something a little special. I haven't seen any other channels putting out any videos showcasing the actual comic series, so I thought it'd be a pretty fun thing to do, to just make sure that we're what's the word, paying tribute where tribute's due. Don't forget that this set actually has some serious source material behind it, and yeah, definitely go look for some copies yourselves if you do so want to. I think we'll just cut it there. We'll look at these cards here and see what we got, and the next video we'll do pretty soon. We'll let you know what kind of deck we're putting together with this stuff. We'll showcase another Marvel Superheroes issue together, probably number 12, with the first appearance of Captain Marvel, and there's some other great ones too. So I think we'll do a few videos with this set. We'll make sure to have some good times together. All right, guys. Well, that's gonna be a wrap on this video. Appreciate all the support. Like, comment, subscribe, and share the channel. Your boy Dan is out.